Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Yappville as always. If you're loving the episodes and want to do us a huge favor, don't forget to review, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks, love ya. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could be my yapper, my new addition. It's all in my head, but I want Reddit stories. Call me hot, not pretty. Baby, do you like this beat? Baby, do you like this pod? Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi. We have a special guest here today.
Episode 11, special guest.
It's our long-time bestie. Courtney is here.
Hello.
She has such like a little tiny little voice. And we're like...
Welcome to the pod, Courtney.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored. Truly.
You're breaking our guest cherry. How's it feel?
Great.
Yeah.
So good.
It feels so good.
It feels so good.
We've been friends with Courtney for a very long time.
Since middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school?
No.
No.
What?
I
Yes, we
remember
have.
seeing Courtney in high school. No, I remember seeing Courtney in high school and being like, why does everyone talk to that girl? I remember she had really short hair and I'd be like, she's friends with everyone. Who is this girl? And then...
I would like walk into classrooms and just go...
Yeah, you would. That's why I was like, who is that? And then I think we became really close when we had art class together. That was like when our friendship blossomed. That was like
art
that was like
class.
10th grade for me, 9th grade for you.
Yes. Yep.
That makes sense because you are a year under us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our art teacher, shout out Miss Robo.
Miss Robitussin?
She
I was like, is her name?
hated seeing us coming. She hated it.
Yeah.
And then the next year we walked into our class and we were like, you walked in after me. We were like, oh my God. And she said, no, this isn't happening. And she got her classes changed.
Yeah.
She hated me.
Seriously, that
She
was
hated
crazy.
everyone. I don't understand. We weren't even that bad.
I was just talking about this with Tom. She like made me so discouraged in art, and she
Oh,
made me
same.
just hate art.
She told me
Shout
that
out Miss Robo.
She told me
Love
I had
ya.
beady little rat eyes.
What? I feel like that's like illegal to tell a student.
She told me I had beady little rat eyes because
Were you
People-
doing like a portrait?
Yes.
She was like, "This is my time to roast
No,
her."
I was like, Miss Robo, I can't do this. Can you come over here? She's like, okay, first we start with your head and your heart-shaped lips and your beady little rat eyes. I was like,
What?
okay, girl. Okay. Noted.
She keeps coming up on my people you may know on Facebook
her.
under
Courtney, she's
Mohan
stalking
Art.
you.
Mohan art.
That's what it says.
I need to see what she looks like, how she's doing.
All right, guys. So our first guest, and we have to hammer you with questions before we get started.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We do our yap in the beginning. Oh, guys, also, we're going to start putting in the show notes. If you don't enjoy listening to us yap, we're going to put when we start the actual stories.
I mentioned this last week on the podcast, and I thought of it because I'm so brilliant. I said, what's your star sign and what's your favorite thing to hear? Like, I'm a Leo, and my favorite thing to hear is know what I love about you. It's my favorite. Or, like...
I don't. See, I don't. I can't. I shrivel up and sweat and get really nervous. I don't want compliments
One
or
of Taryn's
anything.
friends commented, I'm a Scorpio, and I like to hear, can I tell you something?
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh, I like that too. Megan, I asked her, and she said, I just wish people wouldn't talk to me. I said, that's very Scorpio.
Okay. I have two that are kind of
That's fine.
related. Okay, so I'm Virgo sun, and the thing I enjoy most hearing from people is you have really good taste in music, or
You're right.
you're right, yes, and that's number one. One of my friends said, I love your memes so much, or your memes are the fucking best, or something.
Meme queen.
Funny music, you're right.
Period.
Period.
And that's Courtney's to a T.
Amanda, how was your week?
It was okay. It was fine. Yesterday was so annoying. I got a new washer and dryer because I haven't had a washer and dryer in like a year. So my mother has been doing my laundry.
Which is
Me and my
amazing.
boyfriend's laundry. She's washing my boyfriend's fucking dirty drawers. Like,
Stinky socks and undies?
it's so embarrassing, but
Stinky
she's my
poopy?
mom. She loves me. It's fine. So I got a washer and dryer. And I just knew. I, like, had intuition. I was like, this is not gonna be easy. Like, I know something's gonna go wrong. Because that's just my life. Nothing ever fucking goes right.
Nothing goes smooth. Especially when you're a homeowner, nothing goes smooth, ever.
Not ever. So, they said that they were getting there. They called me at 7:40 in the morning and said, we're gonna be there in an hour. And I was like, okay. So I got up. I shoveled. I fucking cleared a path. I cleared out the basement. I did so much. I look at the tracker. They're in Connecticut. And I was like, oh. So I took all the animals out of their little hidey holes, let them roam free. Then I go to shut the garage door and I hear a truck pulling up and they were there. So now I'm taking all the animals back and hiding them in their fucking rooms. And they do it in like 10 minutes. I was like, oh, perfect. That was so smooth, easy. It doesn't work.
Where'd you get it from?
Lowe's.
I feel like I've only heard bad things about delivery from Lowe's.
It doesn't work. Like the washer just says sensing.
No.
I asked ChatGPT, hello, what does this mean? It was a bunch of different shit. It pretty much seems like the water is just not connected properly. New washers and dryers, I guess. Wow, this is so interesting. New washers and dryers, I guess, have like an auto sense thing that like detects your load size. So I turned that off because maybe that was what was fucked up, but I don't even hear water turning on. Like, you know, when you start your washer, it's like, sounds like there's water. No, nothing. Nothing at all.
Your load is too big.
Yeah, your load is too big.
Yeah, maybe. I do have big loads.
Yeah.
So that's my week.
I knew that about you.
Oh, yeah.
You get pretty big loads.
How was your week, Taryn?
My week has been, I've been handicapped all week because I have one hand right now. So I've washed my hair once in the past 11 days or something.
I couldn't tell. Your hair was perfect.
Thanks. It's really snarly. But yeah, okay, guys, I definitely have reached out to every single human I know to follow our Instagram or our Facebook page. And then I probably bugged you even more to follow us on Spotify. So thanks to every one of you has done that. And thanks to everyone who has been really supportive and said, oh, I already listen. I love this podcast. I'm like, oh my God, are you serious? People actually listen to us? Like, we're real?
That's crazy.
So I love you guys.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Well, Courtney, how's your week then?
It's been so lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah. I experienced medical gaslighting for the umpteenth time in the last 6 months.
They do that?
Yeah.
Don't you wish, like, the Kardashians, I think, did this once? They spent, I can't even imagine how much money, probably thousands and thousands, and they get put in this machine and it just tells you what's wrong with you.
They have that for, like, Joe Schmoes like us, but it's $2,500.
Oh, yeah, see, but, like, it's $2,500.
It's like your life is collateral at that point.
Yeah, but how amazing would that be? Just, like, put me in that, tell me what's wrong with me.
They do all this blood work, put you in an MRI machine, and literally tell you everything.
I want that. Actually, maybe I don't. I don't want to, hold on.
Well, it's good, like...
I don't want all the lung nodules I have.
Yeah, but it's good. Say they could catch cancer before it's even stage 1, if that's a thing.
That's wild.
But I saw the Kardashians promoting that. Like, come to Beverly Hills and do the $7,000 machine. I'm like, I want to do that.
And get vitamin IVs and die.
Aren't they, like, promoting GLP-1s now or something?
I don't know.
Courtney has her own gummy that's a GLP-1, but that's silly.
It's like the let me eat, let me sleep.
Oh, yeah, Lemmy.
Yeah.
But who's, like, buying that?
A lot of people.
Girl, people love them.
A lot of people. I see them all the time on TikTok. People are, like, promoting it. Like, this has helped me.
Like Bloom Greens.
Like, yeah, laxatives.
It's
Guys,
literally just, like, a vitamin gummy, probably, that
It
they
is.
bought. It's like Flintstones gummies, but then they take them out of the Flintstones packaging and put them in there.
And they're
That's
like,
really funny.
this isn't, like, normal melatonin. This is, like, Kourtney Kardashian melatonin.
I only buy that one brand because it's cheap and legit. Most of it's legit. Most of it has
Nature Made?
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had to stop
Nature
taking
Made.
melatonin.
Shout out Nature Made.
Shout out Nature Made, sponsor us.
I had to stop taking melatonin. It made me feel so sleepy when I woke up. I felt like I never even slept.
You have to get enough sleep on it.
Yeah.
Or you're, like, so groggy.
Yeah, I felt like I was zombie.
Or you need to, like, get an Adderall prescription.
I'm too scared to take Adderall.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like it.
I'm too scared to take vitamin D.
I know.
I still have
I want
it.
to hit you.
It's still
for that.
Walmart texted me my prescription's ready, and I was like, bitch, I haven't even started it.
Amanda, so give me a reason. Compare it to this. Why are you fine with sticking a copper wire up your badussy? But even though it's really your Not a bestie, that'd be a butt.
It's your Clint.
Can we say pussy?
You can say pussy.
You'll stick a copper wire up there, but you won't take vitamin D. Your body literally needs vitamin D, especially this time of year.
I don't have a reasoning. I have medication anxiety.
Oh, my baby.
And I Googled vitamin D and anxiety, and everyone's like, don't do it.
I have vitamin D. I can give you a couple.
It's 50,000 units.
Yeah, but why don't you start with a little one and then take a couple, and once you're like at 5, whatever, right under what the dose you're going to take, you'll be like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, just taper into it.
Yeah, if I can do it over the counter. Maybe the prescription part's scaring me.
I think so.
I
told you. I gave you vitamin D in your Dunkin' Donuts coffee earlier.
That's so funny because I definitely did order Dunkin'. The prescription's scaring me. The fact that it's like 50,000 units, I'm like, what?
That was like me when I was supposed to get an MRI for the contrast. I was so excited. I'm like, finally, my endo will let me get an MRI. And like 2 nights before, I'm like, wait, what is this? What's contrast? I had to Google it, and I scared the fuck out of myself.
Can't Google that stuff. There's always going to be an answer that's like
what you're looking for.
Eating into your anxiety.
It's what you're looking for. Like, is this going to be bad for me? And then you read it is, and you're like, oh, I'm not doing it.
There it is. Yeah.
Google's the devil, ChatGPT is mother, and Reddit is your best friend.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral. Literally.
What about Quora? So where does that fall?
Oh, I love Quora.
Oh, Quora's like
always
Ask
pops
Jeeves.
up.
Quora would be like, a doctor here. Yeah. I'm like, oh. When you read the replies.
Well, there's like that subreddit, Ask a Doctor, Ask a Vet.
Reddit is everything.
The only form of social media I really use is TikTok.
If I had to delete all my social media except for one, I would keep Instagram because I love memes.
I never.
When Courtney got off Instagram, she was like, I never hear from you. I'm like, girl, because I only communicate in memes to people.
I only really use TikTok, but I am chronically online. Like, you can ask me anything.
All right, guys, episode 11. I can't believe we have made it this far. We like kind of have a loose theme this week since it's the week of Christmas and everyone loves drama, holiday drama. We have a couple other unhinged stories that don't exactly fit that theme. Loose theme this week, Christmas, New Year's drama.
I'm gonna start. It's pretty short. It's right to the point. Coming from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for banning alcohol from Christmas? My husband's family likes to drink. Every holiday includes multiple bottles of wine/cocktails. I hate drinking. I never drank. My father was an alcoholic. I think it's childish if you can't have fun without drinking. This year I'm hosting Christmas for a change. I decided since it's at my house, no alcohol allowed. We are all getting older and it's time to grow up. My husband's sister called to ask what she could bring. She saw a recipe for a Christmas martini that she wanted to bring. I told her about my no alcohol rule. She didn't say much, but must have told the rest of the family. Some of them started texting me asking if I was serious and saying that is lame, but I'm not budging. Now it turns out husband's sister is hosting an alternative gathering that almost everyone is choosing to go to instead. It's so disrespectful, all because they would have to spend one day sober. My husband told me he talked to his sister and we are invited to her gathering and he said we should go and just stop causing issues, but I won't. It's so rude. Now my husband is mad because I'm making him stay home and spend Christmas with me, but it was my turn to host and I chose to have no alcohol. They could have dealt with it for 1 year.
All right, I'm thinking,
Oh, he's an asshole.
unless OP is first holiday sober and like it's hard to see people drink around them, which it doesn't sound like it's the case. You kind of have to read the comments, but yeah, OP is fucking boring. Why? If people are bringing their own alcohol, why can't they drink? I would be going there and with a fucking tumbler full of wine or something because
Right.
OP sounds insufferable to be around.
Yes.
Is OP just like they're not sober?
No, OP just said that she never drank because...
Because the dad.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
dad was an alcoholic, and she thinks that alcohol is stupid. It's childish if you can't have fun without drinking.
So just close your eyes.
So just don't drink.
Is her dad coming to
Close your
Christmas?
Close your eyes is funny.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes then, bitch.
Look away from the drinks.
No, I don't. She said her father was an alcoholic. I don't know if father is still around. Let people do what they want. Who fucking cares? Unless they're getting, like, absolutely wasted and destroying your house. I mean, like, I don't think people are gonna get that crazy at a fucking Christmas party with family. I think they'll probably just have a few glasses of wine and beer.
A few cups of wine, please, sir.
And maybe, like, a martini. Like, I don't think they're gonna be like, yeah, let's fucking turn up! Christmas!
I mean, it really depends on your family, but
That's true. My family does get pretty drunk.
Even if you're sober, And this might be a little
Controversial?
controversial, but like, even if you're sober, I guess she's hosting, so that's kind of different, but it's like you can't control the actions of others.
Like, if she
to
had
that
said,
extent.
if she was sober and she had said, listen, it's my first, like, time hosting and, like, my first time being sober, like, can we just keep the alcohol? Like, that'd be one thing.
Yes.
But her to
yeah.
be like, you're being childish. She said that now her husband's sister is throwing a separate party, and everyone's going to that one.
As they should.
She's mad because her husband's mad at her because he wants to go to it,
Yeah.
but she said no, it's rude. So she's asking, is she the asshole?
Yes.
I think
She's the asshole.
I think the sister-in-law or whoever she talked to on the phone could have said, hey, you know, everyone really wants to drink and they're starting to want to have their Christmas somewhere else if you're going to ban drinking. Maybe they could have
They could have talked, probably.
communicated a little more.
Well,
Also,
what family has communication? Let's be real.
Literally. Also, maybe she was just like, maybe nobody really likes OP, and they were just like, all right, we'll have our own party. A lot of the comments say like there's not enough information though.
She's probably leaving out a big chunk of
Yeah.
important information.
Maybe OP's like totally assuming a hot mess when she's drunk. Like with the first comment, info, have any past Christmases/events been absolutely ruined because of alcohol? By that, I mean violence, drama, puking on the floor, whatever. If not, it's a pretty strange rule to implement with your husband's family. They have nothing to do with your father being an alcoholic. If my boyfriend told my mother she can't drink wine with her Christmas supper, I would find that weird as hell. You're the asshole unless something truly awful happened previously due to alcohol that would explain this.
Yeah. Just ban it entirely.
Banning alcohol is such a stretch.
Maybe like be like 1 or 2 drinks, but to no alcohol in this fucking house.
Prohibition era, period.
Sounds like OP's husband needs to start a speakeasy for this holiday.
That's funny. There's like a fucking code word.
Like in the closet or like the bathroom. Knock, knock. Go in there and get your wine.
Toilet hooch.
Oh my god, basement alcohol that makes you go blind.
What?
What's that called? Before alcohol had regulations like liquor, it would make you go blind. Wood alcohol.
Oh.
It make you go blind?
Yeah.
I never heard about this.
Is it absinthe? That's the one that makes you like hallucinate.
Is that the one with the worm?
No, that's tequila. Well,
I think that's a brand of tequila or a certain kind.
yeah.
What is that worm?
It just
The tequila worm.
sucks in all the alcohol. Like it's just marinating and
People eat that worm.
And they
Yeah.
get fucked up.
they get
Why would you eat a worm in
Blech.
general?
I don't know, Amanda. Why would you eat any animal?
Got me there. Got me there.
Protein worm, and they want to get fucked up.
Got me there.
All right, so this one, I believe she was rolled out as the asshole.
Yeah, she's definitely the asshole.
Sounds like she needs to be visited by the ghosts of Christmas past or future.
Ghost of Christmas D.
Ghost of Christmas asshole.
She is an asshole. Let people fucking have fun.
All right, so OP, you're the asshole. Let's get on with the next story. This next one is coming from True Off My Chest. It was deleted, and it's from 4 days ago. The title is, Decided I Hate My Fiancé and Our Life Together Right Before Christmas, ... Sorry in advance for the long post. I'm struggling mentally, and honestly, I just need someone to talk to. I, 30 female, have been in a relationship with my quote-unquote partner, 32 male, for over 6 years, and I woke up this morning realizing how miserable and broken I feel with this man. Christmas is right around the corner, and I honestly feel like the biggest piece of shit for even thinking these things. I'm a stay-at-home mom and have been for the last 5 years. We have 4 kids from past relationships, but we do not have any kids together. The other parents are not involved in their lives and haven't been since they were very young. So I am mom, and he is dad to all of the kiddos. When we first got together, I owned my own business, and things were great. I had my own car, my own house that I rented, and anything else that my kids and I needed. Well, fast forward almost a year later, I needed surgery that I had been putting off for a while because there was no way I could work and get a major surgery that had a recovery time of 6 months. We sat down and decided I would quit working, he would take over the bills, we would move in together, and I would be a stay-at-home mom. Eventually, everything was all switched over and things were going great until they weren't. I ended up having over 16 surgeries over the past 4 years and just found out I need brain surgery.
Oh my god.
This poor girl. Things have been very hard to say the least, but having him as a partner through this has been awful. Every time he is upset, he makes sure to mention that he pays all the bills, so everything is his and I have nothing without him, not even clothes. He takes my clothes from me. He takes the car keys from me. He has shut off my phone service. He takes my debit card and everything else I can think of. He makes it very clear and very known that I have absolutely nothing. He will tell me I can go and get a job and get those things myself, but I cannot use the car to go to and from work if I get a job. After every surgery, I wake up in the hospital and spend time in there alone, and I'm constantly reminded of how inconvenient I am for needing all of these surgeries and appointments. I come home and have no help with the kids or the house. He makes sure to tell me how worthless and pathetic I am. Honestly, it would take me a week to type out all of the horrible things he said about me. All of these things are done privately, so everyone thinks that he is a great guy, and I'm so lucky. And my heart breaks living through this, knowing it's nothing how it seems. Since I found out I need brain surgery, I've been feeling really alone and scared because I know this is very serious and he is someone I can't count on. I want to get out so bad and I have nothing anymore. I gave up all the things I had on my own for a life with him, and I can see now it was so stupid of me. If I left, I would have nowhere for us to go. I wouldn't even be allowed to take clothing for us. It's crazy. He doesn't love me. He absolutely hates me, and it's clear as day. I am nothing more than a burden to him. I hate him for making me believe he was my safe place. I hate him for all the nasty, hateful words. I'm so far from perfect, and I'll admit that, but the treatment this man gives me is gross. I don't have any family or friends, so it isn't like I can ask for help or go stay at someone's house while I get on my feet. I set myself up for failure, loving and trusting the wrong person, and I am definitely paying for it now. There are tons of details I didn't put in here to shorten the length of the post. I just needed to vent. My God.
Oh my God.
That's terrible. That's so sad.
This poor woman.
Yeah.
I want to hug her.
Amanda's about to cry.
I wonder how can you be with someone you hate for that long?
Convenience. Kids.
And kids. The kids.
Yeah. And obviously she can't work. She has all these surgeries.
Money. Financially
That's so
dependent. She needs a what?
She needs to go on Bumble Friend.
Oh.
She has no friends.
I'm sure he won't let her go on Bumble Friends. He's probably the reason she has no friends and doesn't talk to her family.
Family, yeah.
I'm thinking she's like, I don't have anywhere to go. And even if he's not physically abusive, he's very verbally abusive. I'm wondering if it sucks, but just to get back on your feet, she could go to like a shelter with her kids.
That's what someone just said. It's someone in the comments says, wait until he goes to work and pack you and your kids' bags. Go to a woman's shelter. If you have any of those, find some resources for domestic violence/abuse in your area.
Yeah, this is like emotional, verbal abuse.
Controlling. Like he's holding everything from her.
I saw a comment that said to call 211.
Yeah, what is that?
There must be like local resources for maybe like women's shelters or domestic violence.
Someone said, count your lucky stars you didn't marry him and can somewhat have a clean break. Call some hotlines or see if any shelters can take you guys in. Good luck.
That's so sad.
They're not married. I missed that part.
They aren't, but they've been together for 6 years. That's true, though. The kids...
Or not his kids, thank God.
So maybe she can just take her kids. Because they're not, like, legally connected. But what is she going to do? She could go to a shelter, but she needs brain surgery.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely resources out there. She can go to the shelter and explain her situation.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to be like, they'll probably watch her kids while she has surgery.
Right, they're going to be like, sucks.
Yeah. This sounds like a situation where she'd have to get a restraining order.
Yeah.
Because if she got a job, and he might be her healthcare proxy if she doesn't have any, she's got to figure that out.
Poor girl, right before Christmas.
The account was deleted, but she did leave a comment. I didn't come here in hopes that someone can do something for me. It was about venting and expressing for someone that sucks ass. Who knows, maybe someone else needs to read this so they didn't make the same stupid fucking mistakes I did.
Oh, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. People get stuck in shitty situations all the time. And they look back on it and they're like, damn.
Yeah, it's like, how long was this man masking for, too?
Mm-hmm, right. Until he started. We say it all the time on this podcast. Leave him. Dump him. No, but for real this time. This man's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Imagine someone taking your clothes. Okay, here it is. OP, call 211. They will connect you to local resources that may be able to help you. Someone said this is good advice. I was also thinking she could start taking some clothing from the house and stashing them somewhere or with someone. I know you said you don't have friends, OP, but do you have any acquaintances or family at all? You said he never does these things where anyone can see, so everyone thinks he's a great guy, so who is everyone? I'd also start recording him saying these things, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's good advice. It's sad because it seems like she's so...
It's my fault.
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm useless. Like, that's what abuse does to you.
Yeah. Literally. Poor girl.
Leave him. Take
Not
everything,
him.
too.
Don't forget your socks.
Right.
Before moving on to the next story, I want to look in to see what 211 is, and maybe we can put some resources in case anyone listening is in the same situation. We'll put some resources in the show notes because we love you guys and we don't want you to be with shitty men because we hate men on this podcast.
We do. This is an anti-man podcast. If you're a man, close out immediately. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that, please.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. We need you.
I'm just kidding.
We need.
I love men.
Men can learn so much from this podcast.
Patrick said, our good friend Patrick, who's a man.
Shut up, man.
A straight man. Shout out Patrick. He says that he listens to us every day going to work. Well, not every day. But he listens to us when he goes to work. And he says he zones out when we talk about the girl stuff.
Oh my god.
He says he daydreams.
Whatever, at least you're still streaming us. All jazzed up from that heavy story.
Like, you ready? Or should I wait till the coughs are gone?
No, you're good. You can go.
This is coming from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for skipping Christmas with my parents since they won't treat me like an adult? I, 27 female, have been with my boyfriend, 33, for almost 2 years now. We will be getting married eventually, but it's not a priority. My mom won't let My mom won't let us share a bed if we come see them for any reason. When we came over this last summer, my boyfriend suggested renting a hotel so we could have some privacy and a comfortable bed. It drove my mom nuts that we bypassed her little rules. She wouldn't drop it the entire time we were there. She made me promise not to do that again. My boyfriend's mom and dad are retired to Mexico, and they are really chill. So we made plans to come visit them over Christmas. They are not Christians, so they don't really care when they see their son with regards to religious holidays. We didn't tell my parents we were coming. My mom asked me at Thanksgiving if I was going to hold my promise to not stay at a hotel over Christmas. I answered truthfully that I would not stay at a hotel. I am sitting here on the balcony of my future in-laws condo looking at the Caribbean, I say.
It doesn't really matter how you say it.
Doesn't matter? Is that like caramel or caramel?
Yeah, literally. That's what I thought of.
Waiting for the sunrise and enjoying my peace and quiet. I made the mistake of going online yesterday and I saw a bunch of posts from my mom and my sisters about how I was a jerk for lying to them about my plans. I may have been a little tipsy last night because I decided to respond. I said that it was ridiculous of them to try to tell me I couldn't share a room with my boyfriend, that I was keeping my promise by not staying in a hotel when we were there. And if they planned on putting everything on Facebook, I will be avoiding all visits for the foreseeable future. They took down their post when people started crapping on them for trying to control me. But some people did agree with them. Now they're texting me and calling me to say I was an asshole for making them look bad. I asked them if they were trying to make me look good with their posts. They stopped for a while, but there were more texts and voicemails this morning. I'm kind of liking the idea of skipping out on the drama from now on. But I miss my dad, and he is blameless in this. Am I the asshole?
No, not at all.
I think everyone's kind of an asshole here. She's an asshole for lying to her family.
Yeah, I mean, I would do literally the same thing, but I agree with you.
I mean, she's an asshole for lying. She could have just been like, no, I'm going to go with his parents this year.
But she's probably she's probably procrastinating the drama.
That's true. What do you think, Courtney?
I don't know what's going on. So she did lie.
Yes, she told her mom that.
Well, she didn't lie.
Okay, she did.
She twisted it.
She twisted it. Her mother was expecting her to come.
But they can't sleep in the same bedroom.
I know, that's fucking insane.
Everyone's
Everyone's
cookie bananas here.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's always cooking bananas.
Her mother was like, you promise you're not going to get a hotel.
And she said, yeah, I'm not getting a hotel.
But then she went to the boyfriend's parents.
But she wasn't getting a hotel because she's going to the boyfriend's parents.
But still, she was expecting... Her mother was expecting her. I don't know. I think they're all crazy.
Mother's expecting me at the family holiday.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Sorry, what, Mommy?
They're all crazy.
You know what? No. I don't think OP's the asshole. I think... No, OP's definitely not the asshole because her family drove her to this, and then they're posting on Facebook to the public about it.
True.
Well, no. The mom's an asshole, too.
No, but I don't think OP's the asshole. I think the family kind of had it coming. Well, I guess it depends on... I guess it really is the only thing they're asking is don't sleep in the same bedroom.
Which is crazy, though.
It's weird.
They're adults.
They're adults and they don't live under her roof anymore. They're just visiting. Like, okay, say...
He's a 33-year-old man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so like say
That's
OP's...
wild. And they're not Christian. That blew my mind.
No. OP's boyfriend's family isn't Christian. She never said anything about her family.
I'm assuming they're Christian.
Oh.
Yeah, she said that.
So this is my take. So OP's mom, who is enforcing all these rules, what if OP's mom's sister came to stay for the holidays and she's 50, her boyfriend's 50, they've been together for 3 years and they're not married? Is she going to make her sister sleep in a different room than
That's true.
her
No, 'cause
boyfriend?
it's their child. I feel like that's why. You know how weird people are with their children.
Yeah, 27 and
33-year-old
33.
boyfriend. Well, do you think once they get married, she won't be like that? Because you know how like Christian people are like,
gosh, she'll be like, make me grandbabies, make me grandbabies.
oh my
Fuck.
Come on, fuck, guys.
Are you guys trying? I don't hear you.
Yeah, come inside her.
Thrust.
So I still am sticking to my guns. I don't think OP's the asshole, but it's probably because I have a kooky mom, so I get it.
Wait, back to the make me grandbaby thing. I'm not over it. I hate when people are like, we're trying.
Yeah,
It's just
strange.
so you're fucking. Like, you're fucking a lot. Like, that's what that means. You're getting came inside of a lot.
Yeah.
That's what I picture. I'm
You're
like,
a cum
I know
dumpster.
You're fucking. Sorry. But, you're sticking to your guns?
Yeah, OP is not the asshole to me.
I would say no, too. She's not the asshole to me
they all
either.
suck.
Also, I don't think OP's the asshole, but I feel like OP could have said, no, actually, we're going to go to my boyfriend's for Christmas. It's like, just tell them. Don't be a pussy, OP.
Someone said, everyone sucks here because you shouldn't defeat your family. You should try and find solutions like a rational human being.
No, me and Amanda have said this in a past episode. What is the point of being the bigger person? What do you really get out of that?
Nothing.
In certain situations, I understand, but...
It sounds like a classic dysfunctional family to me.
Yeah.
So there's an update.
So you can't have rational decisions in a dysfunctional
It's
family.
true, you really can't with like parents like this, especially like the mom like that,
Yeah.
who's like, you can't sleep in the same bed. Okay, what if we did? What if
Yeah.
I sleep in my twin bed with my boyfriend?
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do?
With my legs hanging off.
Fuck. We're gonna try
I would-
so hard in the bedroom.
I would lay in that bed and just like rock back and forth and make it squeak all night just to like make my parents
jumping.
creeped out.
Jumping up and down on the bed, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
We're trying for grandbaby.
Okay, someone said in the comments, info, is there any reason you didn't just tell them up front that you're going to be spending Christmas with your boyfriend's family? They're assholes for trying to control you like that, but I don't see what you gain by misleading them about your plans. Then somebody under that said, as someone who grew up in a family like this, not in the same way, but still controlling and annoying, I didn't let them control my plans this year and was a maybe the whole time until last night where I just stayed home alone and ate a frozen pizza. It was much more peaceful. Their username is Scaredy Cat, and someone said fitting username. OP responded to that and said, to avoid weeks of my mom trying to manipulate me into going home, which I totally
But she
understand.
can totally do that too, though. Like, if they're like, what are your Christmas plans? At Thanksgiving, her mom asked her. She could have said, I don't know yet. And then, at the end, just be like, I'm going to my boyfriend's.
Yeah, but her mom... Go ahead.
Yeah, I know her mom's going to make it a big deal, but now look what the big deal it is now. Hello? It's even worse now.
I mean, it might have just been a big deal the whole time, though.
I feel like it's going to be a lot worse now. The posting on Facebook and shit, now it's, like, even more dramatic than it ever needed to be if she would just been like, I'm not going to be around this Christmas. Next Christmas I will be.
But this might have worked out in OP's favor because people are telling the parents, why are you being so controlling? Why are you posting this on Facebook? So maybe it'll be a wake-up call.
Probably not.
True.
Boomers are stuck in their ways.
Lead stare.
Is Reddit just like millennial Facebook?
I think so.
There's older people on it a lot. I think it's just people in touch with the internet. But
I can see that though. Millennial Facebook.
I'm going OP doesn't suck. I mean, I'm going OP's not the asshole. How do you feel, Courtney?
I'd say OP is not the asshole.
I think they're all assholes.
Yeah. It was voted everyone sucks. Well, good luck, OP.
Have fun in Mexico.
All right, this next one is coming from Am I the Asshole? It's from 10 hours ago, but it already has almost 5,000 upvotes. The title is AITA for telling my mother-in-law to not place her own gift tags on Christmas presents I ordered for my children.
No.
So basically, I had ordered all my children's Christmas presents online to be sent to my in-laws' home, as we were spending Christmas there, and my mother-in-law said she didn't mind wrapping them all up before we got there. We arrived here yesterday and all was well. After the kids got settled into their room, I got a chance to ask her about the presents. She told me that they were mostly all wrapped with just a couple she needed to finish off that were stored in the basement. I did ask if she needed a hand finishing off the rest, but she insisted that I should rest after our journey. So I rejoined my husband in the sitting room. Sitting room? Okay, Rich.
Sitting room? Is that just a room for sitting?
Do you just sit in that room? What else are you doing there?
I bet.
Sit.
I bet their couch doesn't touch a wall.
Oh, definitely.
So I rejoined my husband in the sitting room. A couple hours later, she had gone to take a nap. So I went down to their basement to see how many had been wrapped, and like she said, there were some still left to wrap, but I was checking some of the bigger presents, and I noticed that they already had gift tags taped to them. When I flipped the tags, they read, "From Grandma." Not on just one, but on all of the bigger presents. So I immediately went and told my husband about what I had just found, and he said that this was just Mom.
Oh, they're British. That makes sense about the sitting room. That's probably what they call a living room.
And he said that Mom had asked if she could put a few of her tags on, as she, quote unquote, didn't want to disappoint her grandsons. My husband agreed that she could and told me that it wasn't a big deal, and that this is the only time we'll be spending Christmas over at their house, as they live 4 hours away. I'm mad that most of the bigger presents and things I had pre-ordered for a long time and put a lot of thought into, and had some toys personalized with their names, which cost a lot of money. Anyways, my mother-in-law came back downstairs from her nap, and I basically told her that I don't think it's right for her to just do that without asking me also. She got super upset and told me that I was being selfish and tried to guilt trip me by saying that this could be one of the last Christmases she will have. I freaking hate when old people say that. My grandma does that shit all the time. She's old, but she's not that old. 71. She told me that I'm ruining Christmas already. I don't know. I'm trying my best to appear as nothing's wrong around my kids. I do feel bad, and that maybe I overreacted. I don't know what to do. Should I leave her tags on and apologize, or put my own tags on and tell her that she should have bought more? This is turning into a nightmare.
That's wild.
Not the asshole. Girl, what? Who does that?
That's crazy.
Mother-in-laws?
And like immediately it starts guilt tripping.
Yeah, definitely not the asshole. I'm almost wondering if mother-in-law doesn't have a ton of money and maybe couldn't get her grandsons or grandkids presents. But also, it's annoying that she went to one parent instead of both. When Mom has been the one in constant communication about the gifts, can we store them there? Dads don't have anything to do with gifts half the time.
So, I mean, just put it on one gift. It sounds like she was being really excessive about it.
Why couldn't
and
she...
choosing all the big gifts.
Right. She's like, ooh, big gift,
like,
TV,
put it on
grandma.
Also, where's Santa in this? Doesn't Santa give all the gifts?
Right. She could have just talked to her and been like, is it okay if I put like me down as one of these gifts? Can you choose what gift?
Can I steal all your gifts and give them to my grandson?
Because I didn't buy anything. My mom does that shit for me all the time. When I forget to buy something, she's like, I put your name on it. I'm like, oh, thank you, Mom. You're the best.
Yeah, like 1 gift, 2 gifts is fine, but when you're being excessive and purposely doing all the big gifts.
That's crazy. That's a little malicious.
Yeah, that is.
All right, top comment is not the asshole. She is overstepping here and taking advantage of a situation. What did she actually get the grandkids? She shouldn't have asked her husband, as we were well aware that she didn't circumvent you. Clearly, you were the one she organized everything with to do with the presents until she decided she wanted to put her name on everything. Very deceptive of her and really shitty that your husband didn't tell you right away. Even if he was okay with it, maybe he should have helped more with the presents overall too. So literally what I just said.
Are we still in the British fam who doesn't put their couch up against the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, this is
all checking out.
I wish you read that in a British accent, by the way, but
British?
Sorry.
they're not the asshole. The mother-in-law's a fucking asshole. I think she's being a fucking bloody...
Bloody hell, Mom.
Does she do this every Christmas? Also, why is this just happening now?
Because they don't spend every Christmas with her.
Yeah, they live like 4 hours
4
away.
hours away, right?
4 kilometers away.
No, the mother's the asshole.
She's a fucking asshole.
Throw a stone out a window.
Pebbles.
You're a fucking waker, mate. On to the next one.
Okay, a sitting room is just a living room. So maybe they're not rich,
Yeah,
but...
they're British.
No, I know, but I didn't know if sitting room was like a lounge area.
You're
Not-
not rich.
Yeah, I think sitting room is living room.
Sitting room is living room, mate.
Okay.
Slang
But-
for living room.
But I didn't know if it meant maybe a lobby or somewhere else.
Like a loft.
A
Like a
den.
loft.
Have you guys ever heard of a den?
My grandma used to always call,
It was like an extra living room, right?
I had that
yeah,
in my
my
house
grandma
growing
used
up.
to call it the den or the parlor.
The parlor by. Oh my god, that sounds so fancy.
Go to the parlor. It had a computer and like a couch in it.
Am I gonna get my hair cut at this parlor?
Right.
I
It also
hope.
sounds like southern. Maybe down by the parlor.
Meeting been down by the bayou.
The bayou.
This is like off topic, but my favorite accent is a Cajun accent. And I love the way they say mayonnaise because they say mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Wait,
It's amazing.
Cajun.
Yeah,
What's
like
Cajun?
like Louisiana.
Oh, like southern, kind of.
It's like
Is Louisiana south? I don't know.
yes,
One of those
Louisiana
states,
is
bro.
like next to in between like Florida and Alabama maybe.
So that's
Girl, don't look at me.
Cajun.
My friends-
Say
my friends-
mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Can we get a Cajun person on here
Yeah.
right now?
Can we-
Oh my, I'd say talk to me all the time.
I don't know where anything is. It's actually a problem. Like I think I need to go back to school. Like you can't point to something on a map. I will not know what it is.
I love looking at maps.
No, I'm definitely I didn't know Ohio was like a state. I thought Cleveland was the state.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Like
with
I'm
that,
just
too.
not good.
I thought I didn't know Chicago
Geography?
and Illinois were the same. Like
That one too. Geography, is that what that means?
yeah. I think
I love geography. When I had
Oh, wait, read a map then.
Where's Brazil?
in South America.
She's so smart. Read
Watch me
every
be wrong.
state. Oh, you think you like geography? I need to know every state on a map right now.
You think you like geography? Name 3 continents.
Name 3 countries.
I know the continents. I'm not that bad.
Oh, Pangea.
Europe.
Yeah,
Pangea. Bring back Pangea. Geocatcher. It's the Geocatcher. Have you guys ever heard of that game?
Oh.
It's addicting to watch.
Wait, is it like geography stuff? I love when I worked.
You should. I've always just been fascinated watching people play video games. I don't myself. Play
Is it a
them
phone
ever.
game?
No, it's on the computer or laptop or whatever. But you'll like get dropped somewhere in the entire world, and you like scroll up and down the map, and you have to like guess where you are in the world.
Have you ever seen Jose Monkey on TikTok? You take a video of yourself somewhere and you say, "Okay, Jose Monkey, where am I?" and he finds you. It's fucking crazy. Some people find like 2 minutes.
Have you ever seen that person who like looks at places in the United States until they're ugly? Like looking at Michigan until it's ugly, and they'll just click on random spots in Michigan and be like, "All right, it's ugly."
Do you ever look
I
at
feel like
yourself
that-
in the mirror and you're like,
Do you ever
Okay.
see
yourself until you're ugly?
I'm like, ugly.
Instant ugh.
Yep, still ugly.
This is a real brain rot episode. Do you ever say a word over and over? Like the other day, not, N-O-T, not. I was like, this doesn't feel like a real word anymore.
What?
It's wrong. It doesn't. It
What?
doesn't sound right.
WHAT what? I'll go in a downward loophole spiral of
What?
Of what? Of the word what? Have you ever whispered your name?
It's so weird. I thought I was the only one that did that. I
Wait,
do it
what?
sometimes. Whisper your own name.
I've never done that.
It's weird. It's like you dissociate.
Darren. I'm still here, guys. Wait, I have a question about dissociating because I think I dissociate, but just never really knew I was dissociating until people on TikTok were like, "Look at me, I'm dissociating." When you dissociate, do you kind of go like cross-eyed and everything gets blurry because you're just so like...
You're just like in a daze. Yeah, I do it all the time. Yeah, I think that's dissociating. Dissociating
I feel like
is
there's different flavors of it. Like drive dissociation.
Oh God, that's
I'm
scary.
like, how did
how did I
get
get to
here?
work? It's literally, I'm like, wait, how was I asleep?
I used to chronically drive while very tired before I got my Adderall prescription because I'm the sleepy side of ADHD, not the hyper. And I can like professionally drive while sleeping with my eyes open, I think, at this point in my life. I swear to God.
That's so funny. Also very dangerous. Don't drive and sleep.
Yeah, but that's a
There are different flavors.
definitely.
I feel like.
Yeah. If you just come to and you're drooling and cross-eyed, you probably dissociated a little bit.
I've been having to do a lot of like training online for work, and I'm like I just feel myself going cross-eyed.
That's probably dissociating.
But I definitely like dissociate like in my mind too. Not like I feel like if I'm staring at something I go cross-eyed, but if I'm like living life existing, not looking at a screen, I'm just like
Is it dissociation or are you locked in?
You locked
True.
the fuck in.
true.
I think I dissociated the last like 3 years
31 years of my life.
the last 3 years of my past relationship. Mm-hmm. I think I dissociated the whole time.
I think you did too.
Yeah, same.
I would have too.
I don't want it.
Same.
Amanda was really into self-torture for those years. All right, I think we got super off topic, but that's fine.
You're welcome.
Because this is called Yapville. So, OP, what was our resolution here?
Remember the story? Oh, the British people.
Not the asshole.
The sitting room. Wait, it's coming back to me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if that was an ass.
Not the asshole.
Hang on here, mate.
Not the wanker.
Let me see what the subreddit even was.
Am I the asshole?
I believe so.
Ron, you can't. Can you do it, Taryn?
I need to see a video.
Are you talking about Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I'm listening kind of crazy. I haven't really watched Harry Potter or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Like I've seen them, but I dissociate.
I've just seen the first Harry Potter and everyone's like, what?
Listen, guys. Listen, I'm not like a Potter girl. Like that's like so millennial. I feel like to be like, I'm a Dumbledore. Oh wait, that's the first. I'm a Gryffindor.
Slytherin Snape.
I never really watched the entirety of Harry Potter either. I did really love it when I was a kid, but my ex was like, Amanda, we just have to watch it. Just like, I was like, fine, like whatever. It's actually so fucking good, and I cried.
Yeah, Colin does that all the time. We're always watching Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, but am I paying attention? Yeah. I've never done that.
I actually like it a lot.
I've never done that. Same.
And they get really dark and like sad. It's just, I guess it's different. It has a different magic. Like when you're a kid, like you're like growing up with them.
Mm-hmm. I tune in and out at different spots. I'm like, wait, what's happening?
Maybe you'll watch the entirety just by tuning in and out one day.
I'll just have to like really lock in.
Yeah, just lock the
Just
fuck
really
in.
dissociate. I mean, lock in.
All right. Girl, you are not the asshole. Tell your mother-in-law to
Kick rocks.
Drop pebbles.
Toss off.
take your mother-in-law out for a round of footy. Show her who's boss.
Why do you always talk about footy when you talk?
Because this is a footy household. Colin loves soccer, footy. Literally watching games all weekend, every weekend. But honestly, my resolution here, I wouldn't take my advice, but I would probably just go and switch around some of the tags in the middle of the night.
Literally. Same. I would take away her high blood pressure medication.
Got him.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, OP, 100% not the asshole. There's honestly no updates from OP. No updates, just like random shit from other subreddits from OP. Like this.
Scary. What is that?
That's like
I
a
have no
British
idea.
person in a sitting room.
Yeah, that's a reenactment.
Wait, what was that? Can you tell me that again?
You're so funny. You're so funny. I love you. You're perfect. You're right.
All right, on to the next story.
We're gonna have Courtney read a story. She's feeling it now. She's locked in.
I'm locked in, dissociating.
I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
All right.
All right, so this one is from Am I the Asshole? It was posted 2 years ago. Am I the asshole for telling my family they can't use Spanish on Christmas Day or my husband and I are not coming? My female 35 family is Mexican and we live in Texas. Everyone in my family is bilingual and they tend to mix English and Spanish constantly. My siblings' spouses have all learned some Spanish, some better, some worse, but they can still participate in all conversations. I've been with my husband for 10 years. He took a few classes, but he found it too difficult and decided that he can't learn a language, as it's not his thing, just like math isn't his thing, and he dropped it. Every family gathering, there are a lot of them, he feels left out because everyone switches back and forth and he doesn't understand them. I have to translate for him, and it really must be uncomfortable for him. This year he said that he's not coming. He feels excluded, and even when he talks with non-Mexican spouses, they mix and match languages, and he felt it's to mock him because there's no need to. I called my mother and told her that they must promise to not speak Spanish because it's excluding my husband, or we're not coming. My mother was angry. She told me that they're not going to police their speech, that they were accommodating for the first few years, but he made no effort, and it's ridiculous that he doesn't even try. I told her that he did try, but she knows it's difficult for him. She said that he's no longer invited and I can come on my own. I was really angry and repeated my ultimatum. This didn't go down well. My whole family is pissed off. My husband is on my side and I don't know anymore. Am I the asshole for giving them the ultimatum?
I think OP is the asshole.
Well, her
Same.
husband's more of the asshole, but yeah.
Her husband's
OP's
definitely the asshole, but OP is the asshole for saying they can't use their native language.
Yeah, even for her to call her mom and be like, hey, can you not speak Spanish? This, yeah, it makes her the asshole.
They're from Mexico and they live in Texas where they use a lot of Spanish. So they probably don't even realize that they're mixing. They know both languages.
Yeah.
They're speaking English and Spanish. They probably don't realize that they're saying some words in Spanish and some in English because that's their normal.
I hear Edwin on the phone with his mother all the time speaking English and Spanish. It's just like what they do.
And that's like asking silly girls like us to stop saying,
And
like,
yeah.
it's literally, it's not possible.
There's Duolingo, husband.
Yeah, and also for the husband to say, learning a language is too hard. You thought, yeah, it is fucking hard. It's not going to be like, I did this for 2 days. I can't fucking do it. I don't think it's for me.
Husband is the real asshole here, but
She's
OP,
asshole by association.
shouldn't- Yes.
Yeah, that's
She-
perfect.
Asshole by association. But she shouldn't be asking her family that. So that kind of makes her an asshole.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, download, it's definitely hard to learn a language this late in life, but download Duolingo.
Yeah.
Try. I mean, I feel like, I don't know Spanish, but I feel like it's one of the easier languages to learn. It's not like she's asking you to learn German.
Please,
Or like,
I was learning how to
"Oh,
speak.
get out your butt." Or like,
Actually sounded legit.
or like a language that uses different
Like
Girl-
a different
phonetics. Is that the word?
not calendar. Alphabet.
Yeah.
And some words in Spanish you can like kind of know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Banana.
I have been doing I haven't been, but I was doing Duolingo Spanish. But listen, I did Duolingo fucking Polish for like months.
Oh, I remember.
and
Did you
that shit
learn?
went out of my brain.
Yeah.
You really have to keep up with it.
It was really
I
hard.
know.
Yeah. It's not easy.
I feel so silly when I try to speak a different language because I don't do the accent, but gato is cat.
Mm-hmm.
Gato. And el pollo loco is the crazy chicken.
So weird that we're talking about this right now because last night, Edwin, we ordered from a local Mexican restaurant.
Good.
We're ordering from there, and he was speaking to them in Spanish, and he got off the phone. I was like, "This is gonna sound so white of me, but like, it's so cool that you speak another language." Because it
is so
is.
cool.
It's fucking so cool.
It is. I love it. The first comment is, "You're the asshole. I'm a white man who married a Mexican family, and I find the ultimatum disgusting. I don't speak Spanish, but I don't expect the rest of my family to only speak English. Your husband needs to stop whining. Either he puts more effort to learn the language or he deals with not being able to understand everything. It's not their problem that he has a problem.
Right.
I do wonder, though, like, she was saying that he thinks they do it on purpose, but that's probably all in his head.
Yeah, that's definitely in his head.
That sounds like you're insecure that you are too dumb to take a language. Not too dumb, but, like, he didn't try. You can tell he didn't try. He didn't even try. He was like,
he
this
said,
is too hard.
Man brain can't handle language.
Did you even try?
Man brain over computing.
Buffering?
Went to one class, tried.
I don't see any comments from OP. Let me keep scrolling.
I kind of feel like he might be insecure because he can't understand them. So I'm wondering, and this could be my own, like, implicit trauma, whatever. But, like, maybe he thinks they're talking badly of him and he can't understand them to decipher.
I think that.
I have the perfect solution. Well, I have two things. When I lived in California, my roommate, we both rented rooms from this lady's penthouse. She was a nutcase. Anyways, he was from China, and to learn English, he said that he would just watch TV shows in English, and it helped so much. The other is, have you guys seen on TikTok, they have that, that, like, earbud you can put in your ear, and it like, translates?
I heard about that at my job. My job is thinking about getting those, but I don't have TikTok, but yeah, that's
cool.
It is.
It sounds like OP's husband's just like, this is America, speak English.
Baby back bitch.
I would hope, what? Big back bitch.
A baby back bitch.
Oh, baby back bitch. I would hope that she is not with a man like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say OP and husband are the asshole, and husband, go back to fucking class. Download Duolingo and take an online course. I'm sure you can find one for cheap for your fucking wife you've been with for 10 years. Like, just suck it up and learn the goddamn language. You've been with her. She's 25, so he must have been younger too. It doesn't say his age, but if he was around 25, come on, bro.
Together for 10 years? She's 25?
Yeah. She's 35.
Oh.
So I'm saying, like, if they were both...
Yeah.
If they're the same age, he was 25 when he learned.
Also, even if you know some words, I think that the family would think that was, like, very nice that you're trying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, 100%.
When I went to Japan, they loved when you would speak Japanese, any Japanese word. They'd be like, oh, just try. Just say, like, a few words here and there. And if you don't feel like learning the language, just have someone translate them if they don't mind translating. What's the matter? Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
I had non-American speaking... I think they were Mexican or Spanish. They were Spanish. They came into my job to get a food pantry, and I'm not fluent enough, so I, like, grabbed someone, but I, like, tried to figure out what they were saying, and they got really, they got genuinely excited when
Sweet.
you are, like, trying or, like, know a word. So...
Because this is America...
OP boyfriend asshole. OP. Oh
because in America, nobody caters to any other... You go to any other country, and people, like, cater... Not cater to you, but you know what I mean? Like, they have people that speak English there.
Or some, even in Japan, even in the most non-touristy areas we would go, they would know some, like, broken English at least.
So that it's comfortable when we go everywhere, but then when people come here, they have to be uncomfortable because you have nobody that speaks your language because we're just a bunch of dummies and our school system is fucked.
Yeah, because everywhere...
The melting pot... What is that?
Oh, yeah.
It's just white people.
Yeah, bye. We're not a melting pot.
We're
Everyone
cheese.
here sucks. We're like fucking American white
American cheese
fondue.
Because, yeah, everywhere else in the fucking world, they feel like, yeah, I know seven languages. I'm like, what? I can't imagine.
Yeah, white people are the problem. Oops.
Colonizers. That's what we are. Why did my stupid ass take French class when I was in high school?
Girl,
I feel like Spanish would have been so much more useful.
I literally was just saying this yesterday because I took French class because my cousin is older than me. She went a year abroad to France. And I was like, I want to do that. And then I moved to California and I'm like, it would be really nice to know Spanish, but we can still learn. Download Duolingo.
Yeah, for real. I am very happy I took Spanish in high school because I was good at it and it stuck with me for a while, and that's why I'm like easy. It's like picking up on it now is... Oh yeah, OP, you're the asshole.
Yeah, and your husband, boyfriend sucks.
All right, perfect. All right, this next one is coming from AITAH from 23 days ago. The title is AITAH for not wanting to host Christmas after the family stole all the Thanksgiving leftovers. My husband and I hosted the family for Thanksgiving. We made 2 turkeys, a ham, 20 pounds of mashed potatoes, 2 pans of dressing, sweet potato casserole, the full Thanksgiving menu. My in-laws always bring a ton of desserts, trays of cookies, pies, rolls, etc., which helps so much. We had a lovely evening, good food, good drink, and good company. Later in the evening, when people were going to pack up, my husband had bought some plastic leftover containers for this moment and said, "Help yourselves to some leftovers." We then went back into the front room and continued to socialize. I was pretty tired and put my feet up until it came time to walk everyone out. I looked into the kitchen and I saw that the food on the island and table was put away and went to bed. The next morning, I woke up starving, dreaming of turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy. I opened the fridge and stood there in shock. It was empty, except for a bag of turkey wings and a half bag of dressing. I thought there had been some kind of mistake and checked the fridge in the garage. Nothing was even there. I sat in shock, trying to comprehend what happened to all the food. When my husband walked into the kitchen, I asked him if there had been some kind of miscommunication. Did he offer the leftover food to our relative's charity organization? He said that he had not, but he had observed another relative and his entire family carrying out the food that they had brought. Unopened dessert that the in-laws brought, in addition to a gallon Ziploc bags of food that we had made. Did I mention that we had made 20 pounds of mashed potatoes?
Oh my god.
But it depends. I don't know how many people they had over. It was a pleasure to make a meal for us to share together, and I welcomed a reasonable amount of leftovers. But to literally rob your host and take everything is out of bounds in my book. Now I don't want to host Christmas because of this greedy behavior. Am I the asshole?
They brought Ziploc bags to take leftovers?
Well, they offered for them to take some leftovers, which was like super, super nice. And I think they were just like, I'm taking everything.
Yeah.
I'm taking it all. I would be so pissed.
I would be too. If I was like so excited to go eat some mashed potatoes and there was none, I think I'd cry. I'm not kidding.
I would be. Thanksgiving food is the best.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
You work so hard, especially if they're hosted and they cooked everything.
And now they have nothing. And that's so much money, too. Like, I know they offered the host, but
they offered to they offered leftovers
Right.
with their own Tupperware. And these bitches are bringing in fucking Ziploc bags.
Unopened. They took the unopened dessert.
Yeah, girl, that's crazy. The unopened dessert is a little...
At least
Open it.
Cut yourself a piece. Mm-hmm. In the leftovers container they provided.
Someone said this needs to be OP's Christmas card.
that's so funny. They're like, Christmas letter. The top comment says, "Do not host Christmas. Just say, sorry, we spent so much on Thanksgiving and everyone took all the leftovers, leaving us nothing. I had to go out and buy food for us, which used up my food budget for the month. Merry Christmas." Oh man, that's petty. I love it. How do you... I really want to know how many people were there, and why would you not leave any food for the hosts?
It says...
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. 20 pounds of mashed potatoes. All right, there is an edit. I've come back to say that I had a day to think about all of this really good advice from all of you. I agree that I should have stayed, quote unquote, on the job a little longer and put food away for my family's meal the next day. Oh, she has a whole family? It's not just her and her husband? That's insane. Of her guests. And then either portioned the leftovers or let them have it afterwards. I clocked out early and it was my own fault. Although, you're fucking tired. Who cares?
These things are exhausting, especially if you're hosting.
And cooking.
Some say the intent was probably not malicious, that they may have taken mine and my husband's disinterest in boxing up the food as a signal that we were done with it entirely. Others said it was complimenting to our cooking and that it was so tasty it became irresistible. Smiley emoji. A lot of you have been through something similar or worse. Food removed from funerals and weddings.
Oh
my God, if you remove food from a wedding early, bye. And you made adjustments on how you handled things. I think that's what I will do. Follow through to put up the par I want to keep before enjoying the festivities. And that way everybody has a good time and we get a second plate for the next day. I may also host Christmas. It will be more of a potluck situation. Thank you for all the advice. Even the ones that said you're the asshole. I like to think that I learned something. Now I'm thinking, like, if OP wants to host Christmas, just clean up the leftovers after.
Yeah,
like,
even if it is
portion
exhausting.
out all the leftovers and save a bunch for yourself. Or don't even offer leftovers.
That's what my sister did for Thanksgiving. She just filled everyone's plates with leftovers and then just put everything else in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. That's what Colin's parents did. They had a bunch of Tupperware and, I mean, we got our own food, but we left them food, so.
Someone said, offering some Tupperware to take some leftovers home wouldn't indicate me to start taking untouched desserts and entire turkey.
Yeah, that's crazy. OP seems really sweet.
OP's definitely not the asshole.
No, not at all.
OP is not the asshole.
OP's just looking for advice, and I don't think that they're the asshole. Here is a comment from OP. Somebody said, "Why didn't your husband say anything when he saw them take the food, or at least tell OP what's going on?" OP said he saw them walk out to their car with the unopened dessert that my in-laws had brought. He thought it was tacky, but didn't want to spoil the evening by calling them out. He didn't know that they had cleaned out the turkey, mashed potatoes, and sides until the next morning. How many people are we talking about here?
I know.
Like, it only sounds like one other family just, like, took everything.
One comment, because it's awkward to call out your auntie and confiscate her Ziploc bag of stolen macaroni.
Just looking for more
Definitely
comments.
would not host again that
No.
year. That I would be so mad.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are ways to go about it if she does host again. Like, who knows? Maybe she really likes hosting and cooking for everybody, and they're, like, taking that away from her because now she's like, okay, do I get any of my own food?
Someone said this is how corn flour print casserole dishes get distributed around the Western world. It's in the rule book.
Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna go with OP. You're not the asshole, and I want to know if you end up hosting Christmas and how it goes. So definitely give us an update.
20 pounds of mashed potatoes.
I want 20 pounds of mashed potatoes
My
right
carpal
now.
tunnel
Me
could
too.
never.
They have a KitchenAid probably.
Oh.
I use a KitchenAid for my mashed potatoes.
That's genius.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I think of that? But you peel them all?
Yeah.
Dude, I think that's what gave me carpal tunnel syndrome, was peeling potatoes. At Thanksgiving, I swear to God. I'm not even joking. It still hurts.
I like to leave some of the skins on because they're good for you.
Oh, yeah. Do you like your mashed potatoes kind of chunky or do you like them like really
Slumpy.
fluffy?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, I like both. I'd say more fluffy, but
I like
I feel like I know the fluffy just has more like butter and shit in it.
I just like the lump. I like a big chunk in my mouth.
Oh, I do like chunks too.
Like the lumpiness.
And for my last story.
Wrapping up episode 11.
The sleepies are hitting me. Alright, it's coming from Am I the Asshole, posted 2 years ago. Am I the asshole for telling my parents I won't attend their Christmas celebration until they send my husband a separate invitation? Kind of sounds like she's the asshole. I'll preface this by saying that my husband, Luke, male 32, does not get along with my parents. You can't tell them who's right or who's wrong. There's always this ongoing tension between them, but can be civil enough to sit together at one table. I recently got an invitation to a Christmas celebration from my parents. The invitation included me and Luke, but Luke thought this was somewhat rude and disrespectful because he believes he should get his own invitation and not have his name mentioned as an extension to mine. Grow up. We talked and he said he wouldn't go unless they sent him a proper invitation. I called Mom and asked if she could do it. She thought it was ridiculous and said that she and Dad did the same with my sister and her husband. I told her it was fine, but Luke can be sensitive like that. So a simple invitation in a form of a text directly to him will fix it. She got defensive and said that Luke is being ridiculous. Dad claimed that Luke is trying to pull some power move to humiliate them, but I thought this was a small issue. They still thought it was ridiculous, so I told them I won't attend if they don't send him a separate invitation, because he won't attend if he doesn't get it. This blew up and my sister started arguing, saying Luke needs to get over himself and shame me for trying to, quote-unquote, force our parents to send him an invitation by saying I won't come if they don't. We haven't talked after, and we're waiting as of now. Grow up!
Like, crawled up Luke's ass and died. Why does he think he's so fucking special?
Man-child.
Literally.
There was a comment that said, "You're the asshole." Holy crap, that's not how invitations work. Couples always get invited together. He wouldn't be invited if he wasn't your husband. Why didn't you shut that shit down immediately? Your husband is a bigger asshole, but you enable him.
Totally.
Like,
literally, that's how you get invited. Why would you just waste paper on a second invitation?
are people
It's going to the same place.
that miserable in marriages?
Not only
Yeah.
like wasting paper, you're also like mailing another invitation, and like it's just a pain in the ass. Like
Stamps? In this economy?
literally,
Well,
Luke.
that's-
Who didn't love you, Luke? Like who fucking hurt you? Why do you need your own invitation?
That's like the formal thing to do. You invite them, the married couple, on one invitation. Which, by the way, I have to say, oh my god, it was so funny. My aunt, I'll say my aunt. My aunt sent me a Christmas card in the mail to Amanda and Eric.
Oh, stop.
I said,
So
it's
close,
the thought
sweetie.
it's the thought that counts.
Amanda's boyfriend's name is Edwin.
Eric. I said, who the fuck is Eric? But anyway, yeah, that's how you write fucking cards to Amanda and Edwin, to Taryn and Colin,
It's cute.
to Courtney and Tom. Yeah, it is cute.
Someone
I
said,
wouldn't want it to be separate. I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Why'd you get a separate card?
What's going on?
that would it's almost like if they were to get a separate card, then Luke would be upset over that. He's just one of those people.
Yeah, definitely. Why'd I get one?
What do they think, we're getting a divorce? What are you telling your parents?
Right. Oh my
Ugh.
god. Leave him.
Hashtag leave him.
Leave.
There's an edit. The invitation I received was in a text. Oh, okay. So nothing was mailed.
Why would you leave that part out, OP? But
That's
I guess
pretty important.
Yeah.
Luke is saying that a simple text to him will finish the conflict, but my parents still think it's ridiculous that they have to invite him since they already have.
That does.
It makes it a little. It makes it a little different.
Yeah. That, but still, who cares?
I mean,
yeah.
That like
yeah, they're different.
if there's plans, I like to be invited in the group chat or included in the group chat because then I'm like, oh, I have this on my phone. I know what's going on. I guess it also depends like how close to the event did OP tell him. But it's Christmas. It's like you already know. They're just letting the daughter know.
Why did they think it was in the mail?
We all
Yeah.
automatically assumed it was in the mail.
Why did we do that?
I recently got an invitation for Christmas celebration from my parents. It
I guess
sounds like
you
it.
would think like invitation would be a like paper.
That's not gonna be a text. It would be a text.
Yeah, a text invitation. Would have
OP,
been.
are you
you're
just
a dumbass?
OP? Are you just trying to make Luke sound bad?
Well, there
Scratching my chin.
there is another update. I just got off the phone with my sister. She told me our parents have just disinvited me. Luke was probably already disinvited since the argument occurred. Yeah, girl, what? From the celebration. I feel horrible, but I can't argue anymore. Just say I can't argue about what everybody else in the comments is saying. I admit it. Luke is the problem. He just caused me to be disinvited from the event and blaming me for it. Luke, shut up.
OP was voted the asshole.
P taking the asshole for, like, the asshole punches for her husband. Her husband's a real asshole, right?
Yeah, but she could have been like, Luke, you're being fucking stupid.
True.
My
That's
parents aren't going to send you a separate text.
Yeah.
It's coming into the same place.
Yeah.
Why don't they have like a family group chat?
Because, I mean, that's true too. They could have just included everyone in the group chat.
Comment said, agreed. Weird hill for him to die on. Is he mad because he is treated the way a woman usually is, as an extension of a spouse and invitations?
Ooh.
Got him.
Oh, God.
Kind of ate him up.
Oh, or because he wants control over you and sees their connection to you as a place he doesn't have total control.
Ooh. Kind of gagged.
Men are crazy.
Anti-man podcast. Leave him.
That sounds very man of him.
The Anti-Boy Podcast.
I just dissociated. Did you see that?
I did. You locked in.
Did you see that? My eyes are going like this.
All right, definitely got almost 20,000 upvotes and
Holy
6,000
shit.
comments.
I didn't even realize.
But yeah, OP, you guys get yourself a new man. Get someone who sees you as
Leave him.
Yes, now you're getting it.
get someone who sees you as an extension of themselves, not just like something they control, like a little puppet. Little puppet. All right, guys, this wraps up episode 11.
Yay! Woo! The crowd went wild.
Thank you, Courtney, for being our first guest. We hope you liked it.
Thanks for having me. I'm still so honored and sweating and so nervous around you guys right now.
You're nervous. I know, it is a little awkward just sitting here. It's like we're just hanging out with giant microphones in our face.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Imagine when we have video. Scary. I don't want to be perceived. Can you just sit in for me and I'll use my voice. You can voice.
Man, we're going to have to get ready when we do video.
Oh,
It's going to be like when you start a new job and it's like you get ready for like the first 3 days and after you're like,
Yeah,
this is me.
definitely.
This is what I look like.
what if I just wear my hood up and you only see me from the side?
You could be like Sia and wear a big wig that covers half
Yeah,
your face.
that's gonna be me.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 11. Thanks for sticking with us. Don't forget to share with a friend. Spread the good word of the Yap.
Of the gospel.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Have a good Christmas, good holiday, whatever you celebrate. We love you. Will we see you before New Year's?
One episode before New Year's.
Okay, we'll see you not next year.
Our next
See you next year.
our next episode will be on New Year's Eve. But happy holidays to all of our yappers. We love you.
We love you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on, Courtney. And to our yappers, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
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 Mwah.